Okay, a lot of my friends have asked me to make a video on relationship advice, and I heard I'm pretty good, or at least what they tell me. I'm pretty good at giving advice for relationships. So here's some of my insights, thoughts, and opinions on things. Okay, first comes first. I think that girls in relationships are usually they bring so much baggage into a relationship. Not all the time, not all girls, but a lot of girls have been hurt in the past, and they think that in this relationship they have to watch out because this guy could be the same thing, which is true. But don't you're bringing what that is. You're bringing other emotions into a new energy. Okay, if you have those emotions and this new energy you're creating with another person, it, it's not it's not good to be putting negative energy out there when you're on a pretty positive track. I'm not saying all girls do that, but it is good to be cautious, but not overly cautious to where you're assuming things. And girls should never assume that just because when you're dating, that the person doesn't call you back or he's showing you less attention because he's out doing other things, with other girls, or that means he doesn't like you. I mean, I understand that girls love to have a text like, "Hey, how's your day? You're gorgeous." From time to time, not all the time, but that's something guys need to do. Well, some guys do that, some guys don't. But the bottom line is some girls just really stress out, that they're not good enough, that they don't feel like that they have to constantly be improving themselves. I think that's a misconception. Guys won't date you if they don't like you for who you are. You don't need to constantly improve. You don't need to constantly compete. I mean, it is good to look good. I mean, yes, looking good when you go out, that's great. That's what you should be doing. But you shouldn't feel like once you're dating him, you shouldn't feel like you have to compete against the rest of the girls out there. Just make sure he's happy and make sure that you're having a positive vibe. You're not bringing anybody down in the situation in your day. If you have a bad day, don't force the other person to make you feel happy. That is good, but be like, "Oh, my day sucks," this, that, and the third. And then the guy's like, "Well, I hope you get better. I can cheer you up." That's fine to be cheered up, but don't always rely on the other person to give you positive emotions. You should have confidence in yourself, know yourself enough to be like, "You know what? I had a bad day, but maybe things can turn around. Let's go out with the boyfriend and let's do this. Let's do that." Instead of going to him, telling him, putting all this baggage on him, and expecting him to make you feel better. Why don't you understand yourself first and acknowledge that, yes, I had a horrible day, but let's be positive now. Let's go out and do something different. That part of my day is gone now. Let's live in the present. So I think that's another thing. With guys, a lot of my guy friends, have problems on reading girls, or girls give mixed signs. A lot of girls, you text them, they text you back 2 hours later. Girls love doing that. And it's like, we're trying to talk to them. Calling was not an option because they're busy. They're always doing something. And texting is like really, really slow. Only thing I think guys really want from girls at this point is common courtesy. If you're going to call somebody, say you're going to call them, just call them. That's the nice thing to do. That's like me saying, "You know what, I'm going to buy you lunch, if you go here," and then I don't show up, and I don't text you back, you'd be pretty mad. You'd be mad. Anybody would be mad. I mean, it's the same. With guys, it's like if you say you're gonna call them, you don't call them. It's like, wow, I thought you were gonna call so we can hang out, but you don't say anything. That's kind of like stupid. Yeah, we can make other plans, but it's just common courtesy just to say, text back, "Hey, I can't do it, I'm busy." A lot of girls don't do that. It'd be surprising enough. But as far as guys in relationships, I think that putting positive vibes out there and not being needy. I think guys don't need to be needy. They shouldn't be like, wow, overprotective. Well, if she goes out here, she's going to do this and that. I don't think guys should assume that. And nobody should be assuming anything in a relationship unless you have evidence to make those assumptions. If the person's not giving you any evidence of cheating or being over flirtatious with other people, don't make any assumptions. And another thing is, that perhaps guys need, if you're going to date a girl, to help better the relationship, you need to have something going on with yourself. Having a hobby, soccer, you have to play sports, you're in school, you have goals. Like, to have goals in your life to make sure that you're stable as a person. That makes you more attractive, and that should be something you should work on not for girls or anything, but even for self-development, having goals in life, things you want to do, things you want to accomplish. And that's just positivity, that's attracting good energy out there. And yes, girls will see that and they'll latch on to that. What girl would not want to be with a guy that has goals of doing something great with his life, no matter what it is? That's just attractive. A lot of guys out there are just like, you know what, I'm going to go party, and then, I'm going to get a girl, and then, I'm going to just put her up on this huge pedestal, and that's just going to be it, I'm going to buy her what she wants. No, let's be a male, we're men, let's provide for ourselves and show a companion that we can provide for them if needed. I guess another thing is guys that are trying to get girls that are single. I think single guys should, to find a girl, you don't want to, me personally, if I get a girl's number at night, more than likely I throw it away. Or I will text just for the heck of it. But girls are not, they're used to getting hit on at night. During the day is when you want to approach a girl and talk to her, not at nighttime, because girls are never expecting to get hit on, well, not necessarily hit on, but approached to have a conversation during the day, because at nighttime they're dressed more flamboyant, they're ready to get hit on, they're ready to go out with girls and have a great time, and they expect it to happen. During the day they're wearing sweatpants, glasses, walking around, sometimes scrubbing it, but they're not necessarily expecting a guy to, they'll get hit on, but they're not expecting you to have a good conversation with them. And during the day is when you see the true character, okay? I think that's the best time to talk to a girl. Another thing is, guys, that you shouldn't be so judgmental about slutty girls or, over flirtatious girls. Sometimes you meet them at a party at nighttime and you get the number. Just try to have a conversation. Try to hang out with them during the day. Make sure you hang out during the day and not go to the party. That way you can see the friends, you can see who they are as a person, you can get some insight on who they are, because girls at night not always have the best judgment of things. And to be honest, not every girl at night, or at parties is a slut. Sometimes you have that really cute girl that's, really flirtatious, but once you get to know her, you find out, well, she never goes out, she never parties, she was just working really hard in school, and she decided to go with a friend. That could be good. You shouldn't assume anything. You have to get to know the person and judge them by their character, not by, their looks. Another thing is, for girls and guys, I think that you should both keep in mind, if you're in a relationship where you're talking to somebody, that actions always speak louder than words. Don't think that, well, I'm with this person, or I like this person a lot, maybe she'll change, maybe he'll change, if I give it time. But honestly, if their actions and their body language is saying a totally different things than what is coming out of their mouth, 9 out of 10 times, actions speak louder than words. You need to understand when a girl says, well, I really like you as a friend, and I really want to get to know you more on a different level, and then the next time you see her, she's on a date with a guy, or she has 3 other guys on the side she's talking to also. That is what it is. She's talking to 3 guys, and she's one girl. So 3 guys, yourself, that's 4 people. You're all competing for attention. Me personally, I don't like to compete. My personality, I kind of draw them away from those guys. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes, I love having conversations, so I draw them away from other distractions. But personally, I hate competing. It's stupid. I think that we're just human beings, I like to have great conversations, but I'm not going to get into an ego battle. That's just stupid, because guys can play that game forever because we're super competitive. Me personally, I'm just not into that. But I think that guys should just be, guys and girls should just be really looking at the actions and just be upfront and honest. I'm not saying that you have to go put everything out there when you just meet this person, but be kind. Don't be, a shitty person. Be genuine. Do what you can do as far as, taking an extra step. If you're not going to call, say I'm not going to call. I'm busy. I can't do this. I can't do that. Don't make up stories. Don't just say nothing. Be a genuine person. Say, hey, look, you know what? Maybe we could date in the future. You're a really cool girl. But right now, I'm not in the mood for a relationship. A guy or a girl can say that. That's better than just saying, yeah, we can hang out, and then nothing happens because they lied about it. Just say you're not ready for it. That's the best thing. So, I hope my advice helped out. And if you guys have any questions, just leave me a comment below, and that'll be that. I'd love to hear from you guys. And like me personally, I've been in a couple of relationships. My longest one's a year, but right now I date like every 2 weeks because I have really high standards, I guess, somewhat sometimes. But I'm just really not into dating right now. I'm focused on what I need to be doing. But whatever happens, she comes around and decides to walk in my life, so be it. But I'm not really looking for anything right now. And I think that that's the best time to find someone you like is when you're not looking. But hit me up some comments, questions, whatever, and I'd love to hear back. Bye.